like it's a full house. Once again, they've spaced everything out to allow for the COVID problems, but people are still exercising all kinds of caution. They're keeping their masks on and they're doing this proper social etiquette. It's always nice for CoinTelevision to be here at the expos and talk to the collectors and dealers. We're going to have a really good show and talk to some interesting people.
It's been terrific. We've had a good turnout from the public, and a lot of dealers have flown in across the country because a lot of the country is still semi-shut down. So this is one of the bigger shows that's being held.
And what is it like in terms of Colorado and the restrictions for having a convention?
It's a little lighter than the fall's been. They're a little less stringent on a few things, but they're pretty strict on the face masks and having the social distancing still.
And why do people come to this expo?
To buy coins, old coins, rare coins, bullion and tokens. A lot of gold and silver changing hands on the floor, and rare collectibles.
And what is the area like for the dealers and collectors that come to Denver and want to stay at the show?
The area, well, Colorado's a beautiful state. We have the Rocky Mountains here, and it's held on the beginning of the plains, and it's just a wonderful place to be.
And how close are you to downtown and all the good restaurants?
About two miles from downtown, just right on the outside, right at the corner of I-70 and I-25.
And what has the public been looking for at this expo?
The hot tickets at this show have been Morgan silver dollars. They can't keep enough on the floor. They're selling very quickly. And bullion is certainly a hot commodity right now. A lot of silver trading hands.
And when are there shows in the future, and may we expect more from the Denver Coin Expo?
We hold the show in late September and early May, twice a year.
Where they can get information on your website?
Yep, RockyMountainExpos.com.
Ashley, we're here at the Denver Coin Expo. What's special that brings you to this show?
Yeah, we've got a great turnout here at the show. So we are here to show off some of the more numismatic stuff that comes into the store, some rare coins and bullion.
Okay, and what has the public been like at this show?
It's been a good turnout so far.
Has the COVID virus affected things in collecting?
As far as I can tell, we've still stayed very busy.
And what are the types of things that people are asking for?
We've been selling a lot of gold and silver bullion as well as some rare coins. We have some of the more interesting 2021 silver bullion that's been issued, Star Wars, Marvel. We have a kilo Death Star there that's kind of cool, made out of solid silver. Others are shopping for Morgan silver dollars that have turned out to be a pretty big market right now.
It's always been a good show, good collector base, good dealer base. The shows have been well, and it's just a good area to have coin shows. So,
how long have you been coming?
Probably about 10 years or so.
And what's the public at this show been like?
They're good. They're solid collectors. They like their coins. If you have something they like, they'll spend the money to buy it.
Hey, there's one of our buddies, Jim Curtis. You're here at the Denver Expo. Jim, why have you come to this show?
Well, I typically come twice a year for this show in particular. From the West Coast, it's a 2-hour flight. A good group of dealers. I've gotten to know most of the local dealers as well as some of the retail public that comes in. I see just about every show.
And the Denver Expo, what's special about this show?
Well, close to the Denver Mint, and a lot of old money, a lot of old silver dollars were released in this general area and also have been accumulated by collectors, investors, and the like. So there's always numismatic activity, buying and selling coins.
Well, there's Bill Rosenblum. I haven't seen you in a show in a long time. Bill, how have you been?
It's been a long time since I've been at a show. Good. Doing well. Good to see you. We've only known each other about 50 years, less than 50. I moved to Denver in June of 71. So.
Well, nothing like having friends half a century old.
Yep, we're older.
And how's the market? You specialize in Israeli coins and notes is one of your areas?
That's one of my areas, yeah. The show's been very, very good.
And Neal I think he works pretty hard to put on a good show.
You know, they've been having this show here since the mid or late 80s. Neal's done the best job of anybody who's run this show. There's been 3 or 4 other people, including me 40 plus years ago. Neal does well. He does a lot of work and had to do even more work the last 2 shows because of the pandemic. You know?
Hey, it looks like a father-son here at the Denver Coin Expo.
Yes, sir. We're here today. Come up from Colorado Springs. It's our first show. It's been about 2 years since COVID now. We're finally getting out. I brought my son Matthew back with me again.
Hey, Matthew, how long have you been a coin collector?
3 years.
Well,
Yeah, 3 years.
and how long have you been a coin collector?
I have been a coin collector since younger than him, probably since 1978. So
What is it about coins that are cool? Why do you like them?
I just say that they're nice because it's just something to collect as a hobby. It's just something to do.
Judy, you're here at the Denver Coin Expo. Oh my gosh. Why have you come to this show?
Oh, it's the best around a very many state area, and with the COVID and everything, they have bent over the National Western has bent over backwards to accommodate us. Apparently, there's only like 5 venues in all of Denver where we can gather, and they've asked whatever they've asked, we've done. It's made it easy. Everybody wants to come here. It is so easy now to come and do a show, and people are excited, and they can get here. They can fly in. It's a wonderful show. I never miss doing it.
And what's the public been like?
The public's been great. It's a very hungry public. There haven't been very many shows because of COVID open, and the ones that have been smaller, is my understanding. So it's wonderful for a collector to be able to come here and get a variety of anything he wants, because there's 5 or 6 or 8 dealers that'll have those same things. So it's just a great show. There's so much variety, and there's so many people here from out of state. And we're here for the buyers. I mean, thank you for coming, buyers, right? That's just, without the buyers, we have nothing. We have great buyers out here.